Good morning to one and all. Today, I am going to deliver a speech on India and democracy. Samani va akuti, samani hridayani va, samanam astu va manah, yatha va susaha asti. This is the very last slok from Rig Veda, which tells us about the need of democracy, the importance of democracy. India got its independence in the year 1947. From then, it adopted democracy as a system of governance. But what is democracy? Democracy is a form of government in which people have the authority to choose their governing legislation. In simple words, democracy is a government by the people, for the people and of the people. It is a continuous living process. Mere adoption of democracy does not bring democracy into practice. Alert and conscious efforts are required to sustain it. Today, every nation in the world claims to be democratic, but in reality, very few of them have democracy that protects the rights and freedom of the people and gives priority to the welfare of the people. The process of making India into a democratic republic state started on 26 January 1950 when the Constitution of India came into effect. In India, democracy appears in the form of voting, election, judiciary, governmental structure, etc. A major challenge before India is to ensure that democracy becomes deep-rooted. To deepen the roots of democracy, freedom, equality, fraternity, justice, liberty, peace and development are the values that should be practiced at all levels of society. But it's not that easy. The spread of democratic values in India is threatened by many challenges. The first of them is communalism. Religious conflicts and the resultant communalism is one of the major challenges before India. Social stability gets hampered due to increasing religious hostility. People's participation in the electoral process reduces to a great extent due to communalism. The second and the most violent is left extremism, also known as Naxalism. Naxalism began as a movement to remove injustice against aggressive landless farmers and tribal people. But today, it has become a violent struggle. Their tactics have been widely seen as disruption of the Indian democracy as they willfully ignore and fight against the democratically elected government. The biggest threat of such insurgent is that the democratic process in the affected area is gravely undermined. Another threat which weakens the democracy from inside is corruption. In India, the extent of corruption is said to be very high in public sector. Government's working capacity is reduced due to corruption at political and administrative levels. People develop distrust and dissatisfaction about the entire governmental system due to delay in governmental work, poor public services and facilities, and different financial blunders. Corruption in the electoral process, bogus voting, bribing the voters, abducting the voters, and such other things reduces people's confidence in the democratic process. Criminalization of politics is another serious problem in democratic system. Sometimes political parties give candidature to people having a criminal background, facing criminal allegations and allegations for corruption. This increases the role of money and muscle power in politics. So these were the challenges faced by Indian democracy. So what steps should be taken to make Indian democracy successful? Majority opinion has a lot of importance in democracy. The political party getting the majority of vote comes to power. Parliament takes all decisions by majority. Democracy aims at the welfare of majority of people. When the importance is given to majority, it is possible that injustice may be done to those who are in minority or who are marginal. Though democracy is a government by majority, minorities should be also included in the process of decision making. It is a duty of the government to make sure the consideration the interest of minorities. Judiciary in India is seen to be making conscious efforts to make the political process transparent. To prevent criminalization in politics, the government has adopted several measures like strict punishment for criminals and prohibiting criminals from entering the political process. To make democracy successful, it is not just sufficient to make efforts at the level of administration, governments and judiciary. Everyone at their own and individual level should make effort towards it. To make Indian democracy successful, it is essential to increase the participation of people at all levels. The values equality, liberty, social justice, secularism should be respected and implemented even in a personal life. For the success of democracy, everyone should keep in mind that we are responsible citizens of India. Thank you.